If you or someone you care about has been diagnosed with memory loss, dementia, or early Alzheimer's, you've probably heard a lot of names thrown around. Medications like Leqembi, donepezil, memantine, or even supplements like ginkgo biloba. But what do these treatments actually do? How do they help the brain? It can all feel pretty overwhelming. Today, I'm going to break down each one in a simple, clear way. We'll cover exactly how they work, how they're taken, their common side effects, and the important tests doctors check before starting them. By the end of this video, you'll have a much better understanding of these options. Let's start with Leqembi. This is one of the newest medications approved for Alzheimer's disease, and it's specifically for the early stages. That means either mild cognitive impairment or mild dementia that's been confirmed to be caused by Alzheimer's. So, how does Leqembi work? Think of Alzheimer's as creating these sticky protein buildups in the brain called amyloid plaques. These plaques get in the way and disrupt the communication between brain cells. Leqembi is designed to target and remove these amyloid plaques, helping to clear those pathways. This medication is given as an IV infusion. That means it goes directly into your bloodstream through a vein, usually at a clinic or hospital, every 2 weeks. It's not a pill you take at home. Because Leqembi directly affects the brain, doctors are very careful with monitoring. They watch for 2 main things. First are infusion reactions, which can feel like a headache, chills, or nausea during or after the treatment. The second and more serious side effect is called ARIA, which stands for amyloid-related imaging abnormalities. This sounds scary, but it refers to temporary swelling or small spots of bleeding in the brain. Most of the time, people don't even feel it, which is why monitoring is so crucial. For safety, anyone considering Leqembi needs to go through a few steps first. You'll need a brain MRI before you even start the treatment. You also need a test to confirm you actually have amyloid plaques in your brain. This can be done with a special brain scan called a PET scan or through a spinal fluid test. Sometimes, doctors will also recommend genetic testing for a gene called APOE because certain versions of this gene can increase the risk of ARIA. And once you start the treatment, you'll have regular MRIs to make sure your brain remains stable and healthy. Next up is donepezil, which you might know by the brand name Aricept. This is one of the most commonly prescribed dementia medications in the world. Unlike Leqembi, which is for early stages, donepezil is used for all stages of Alzheimer's disease, from the very early symptoms all the way to more advanced memory loss. Donepezil works in a completely different way. It boosts a chemical in the brain called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that's really important for memory, alertness, and our ability to think and process daily tasks. In Alzheimer's, the levels of this chemical drop, so donepezil helps bring them back up, which can improve cognitive function. This medication is much simpler to take. It's a pill that you take by mouth, usually just once a day, often at bedtime. While many people tolerate donepezil very well, some common side effects can include nausea, diarrhea, muscle cramps, or sometimes difficulty sleeping. In some rare cases, it can slow down the heart rate. Because of this, if there are any concerns about heart health, a doctor might check your heart rhythm with an ECG before or during treatment. But generally, no special brain scans or lab tests are required just to start this medication. Now let's talk about memantine, also known by the brand name Namenda. This is another key medication for Alzheimer's, but it's typically used during the moderate to severe stages. It can be taken on its own, or sometimes it's combined with donepezil for an added benefit. Memantine's mechanism is unique. Instead of boosting a brain chemical, it helps regulate one. It works on a chemical called glutamate. Glutamate is essential for learning and memory, but in Alzheimer's, there can be too much of it. When glutamate levels are too high, it becomes toxic and can actually damage nerve cells. Memantine helps protect the brain by partially blocking glutamate's effects, bringing it back into balance. Like donepezil, memantine is taken by mouth as a pill, either once or twice a day depending on whether it's the regular or extended release form. The most common side effects are usually mild and can include dizziness, headache, constipation, or, in some rare cases, confusion. One important thing to know about memantine is that it is cleared from the body by the kidneys. So, before prescribing it, doctors will often check your kidney function with routine blood work to make sure the dose is safe and appropriate for you. Finally, let's look at ginkgo biloba. This is an herbal supplement that many people turn to for memory support. You can find it over the counter in health food stores and pharmacies, and it's taken by mouth as a capsule, tablet, or liquid. The research on ginkgo is pretty mixed. Some studies have shown small improvements in memory and focus, while other large, well-designed studies have shown little to no real benefit for preventing or slowing dementia. Even though it's natural, it's not without risks. Ginkgo can cause side effects like stomach upset, headaches, or allergic reactions. But the most important risk to be aware of is that it can increase bleeding. This is especially dangerous if someone is already taking blood thinners like warfarin or even daily aspirin. It can also interact with other medications and supplements. So while no specific lab tests are required to start ginkgo, it's absolutely essential to talk to a doctor before taking it. They will review your full medication list to make sure it's safe for you. So, let's put it all together. Leqembi is an IV infusion for early Alzheimer's that targets amyloid plaques and requires MRI scans and amyloid testing. Donepezil is a daily pill for all stages of Alzheimer's that boosts acetylcholine, and doctors mainly watch for stomach or heart symptoms. Memantine is another oral medication, mostly for moderate to severe stages, that protects the brain from excess glutamate and may require a kidney function test. And ginkgo biloba is an over-the-counter herbal supplement with mixed evidence, where the biggest concern is the risk of bleeding and interactions with other medications. Understanding these different treatments, how they work, and what they require can help you and your family feel more prepared and confident when discussing options with your doctor. It's a challenging journey, but knowledge is power. If you'd like a deeper breakdown of how Alzheimer's develops in the first place, or if you're interested in the lifestyle habits that can support brain health at any age, let me know in the comments below. I'm here to help guide you every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more clear, reliable health information.